Alright, as the rock music plays us in, it is time to get into the last spell. So we're gonna go for RimWorld, and we beat APOC 1. So we're moving up to APOC 2, which is 30% larger waves with no experience bonus. Those are some big crits. Oh, the new zone for the last spell is very interesting. Very different. All right, so I'm already not super psyched about our party comp here, but we'll see how it goes. I like Adept's Tome, and this seems to be a pretty solid one. I'm not a huge fan of the Rusty Two-Hander, nor the Pistol +1, but we'll do our best. Yeah, so for those who are unfamiliar, this is the new map, and it has trees that are kind of like unblockable vision blockers, line of sight blockers, and then a few other destructible elements. But this map is highly typified by being very challenging from the enemies come very spread out. That's the main challenge. So I'm going to put our melee in the middle here. We should take a look and just see what we rolled here really quickly. So we have a Trapper. That's a solid perk. Inattentive, I don't mind on a melee, and then Versatile. So this is actually quite a solid melee character, and also nothing interesting here. +3 daily mana regen. I'll probably put on someone else. Shifting around gear is an important thing to do before you get going. Healing received isn't that interesting. This is our pistol friend who has a pretty sweet shield, which is interesting. I think I'm going to shift that over. Poison damage, nobody needs right now. But again, these pants are pretty solid. I'll keep the pants here, but we may shift the pants around. I'm going to put this in the offhand slot here because it's more likely for Zuzana to take some hits. The Holy Ring isn't doing much. We're gonna get rid of that eventually, but then nice roll here. +1 movement points on that is quite good. Spiked boots, accuracy, crit, armor, and minus daily mana regen. So I'm going to swap these out and put the spiked boots here just to kind of even out things. But we haven't looked at our other two characters. Let's see how well we rolled here. Dancer, we don't mind the minus physical. +18 mana I think is pretty okay. But then Brute is pretty bad. We don't like the minus crit, and we're not gaining any of the physical damage. So kind of a bust there. Did I decide not to swap those pants? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. And then our caster, looking at Mercenary, which is just a positive. Aggressive is not useful. Precise is not useful. So Mateo's kind of would have been a good all-arounder, but is decent. All right, let's get into it. All right, so what are we looking at for range here? If I move to here, how far can I retreat? Well, probably far enough. Actually, I can probably. We have 7 movement. Yeah, it's unfortunate we don't have a clear shot to use grappling shot here. But we have solid movement on our melee, who's going to be able to... Oh, what does charge do? Okay, looks like we can close the gap a little bit that way. Two-handed swords are pretty solid. But I think that's going to be it. And then... Oh. Yeah, I was thinking we could snipe this guy. I'm going to shift over a bit to here. Under the expectation that we will... That it looks like this side's going to be the heavier side. And yeah, we're not getting much out of that. So I'm just going to back up. And it looks like we are going to take a hit here. So I overextended slightly, but we have action points all around. What is a Sword Blast? Okay, Sword Blast. I remember this is not my joke, but when Jorbs was playing this, his comment on Sword Blast was, "I don't think that's how swords work," and I thought that was pretty on point. All right, looks like we're not going to be able to transfer over here too much. Gosh, we're just a little light on damage all around here. Let's see, this is going to be our last. It's going to be our last time popping them, so I'm going to hit them with a weakening touch. This guy's going to come quite a ways in. It's not too bad actually, but this over here is a mess. Oh, really? We're not gonna get. I think I'm gonna end up. Actually, I'm already out of action points, so I was gonna say I think I'm gonna end up punching, but looks like that's probably not the case. I think we can move to here safely, and then I think we use that to get a little bit of space. Can punch to get rid of you. Oh, and thrust does have a momentum effect. That's nice. But we're definitely going to need to shift over, which means our caster's going to need to come this way because the bulk of the forces are over here. So... Oh. 30% more enemies is a lot of enemies. Okay, so let's, do we have a good propagate target here? Not really. I mean, this one would probably dead end this way, so we're not going to get much out of that. It's a decent fireball target. And then this is messing us up. So, is this a... I'm thinking oops. If I move to here, I can at least clear some folks out. And then if we come over here, this is Sword Blast. We have 2 movement left, so I can't do much. Okay, don't love it. But this is that's pretty big. Wow, that really didn't take out as many as I was hoping it would. See, we have 2 movement. We got one shot left. Yeah, this is a rough first round for sure. I'm thinking about coming over here and trying to drop a big lightning to try and help us out a bit. I think that's the play. Like somewhere like wait, hold on. Okay, so this will propagate over, probably. It doesn't really help us out with this over here, but I don't know that we're going to get any help with that. Wow, that was underwhelming. All right, well, if we're dropping mana, let's see if we can find a better kill. Alright, if I move you here, do you... Okay, now you're not taking a hit. Alright, we may take a hit over here on Zuzana. But, dang. The increase in mob numbers is no joke. Kind of feel like... Oh, that's not the way I wanted that to go. Okay, if you take one step out, how good a shot is this? This looks pretty good. I feel like we're getting... I'm unsure about it, but I feel like we're getting low rolls on some of these. I'm trying to clean up as much as I can with grappling shot here to save our pistol shots, although I guess I saved pistol shots when we didn't have hold on. Okay, everything is a little on fire at the moment, so we're not gonna do better than that, but let's see. We have this nice lineup of 3, but I can't land the charge here, so I think I'm gonna take out these 3. And then we got a 2 for there. And then... No, I feel like I need to prioritize these up here. Well, we got 2 actions left. Punch is 50... What does this guy have? 84? I think we actually punched this guy twice. As disappointing as that may appear. And then over here, I think we just need to try and nuke these down. We desperately need weapons. Starting out and only having 1 weapon and not having any way to get more is a tough way to start. We're at... Ooh, our mana is 44. We're already down to 29. So I'm gonna... Actually, and what are we doing over here? Yeah, we have a lot of mana on this character, so... I feel like we probably need to drop another lightning here. Alright, one more. One more for the road, just to try and take things down a notch. Yeah, this particular map definitely amped it up to 11 in terms of difficulty. And the first night has definitely gotten a little more difficult, but we'll see. The boundaries of the town are also very odd. You can see that they're not technically causing panic yet, which is very curious. Let's see, are we gonna get a better... No, this looks like this may be as good as it gets for us. Would have liked that one to get the kill. But I guess we're just on the retreat now after that. Can I move? I wish I could move through this. That would be a nice setup. Let's see. This looks like it's actually a really good sword blast. Yeah. Okay. And then we can get rid of that guy. And we're out of movement on that character, so that's about all she wrote. Yeah, early game mana, though. Very, very tight on this map. That is just a slap in the face right there. So I'm going to clean up some... The dodges hurt. If I had a perfect fireball, I'd probably take it here. This is just a minus resistance, minus damage. It's not great, but we really don't have another way to deal damage. I think we're better off spending some mana and trying to remove a few more, and then fall back a bit. Okay, we're hoping Zuzana doesn't take too much damage, but we got 45 more. We got the counter going, so... So I'm not convinced it's a winning strategy, but I focus very much on the first night on kind of mortgaging the farm for equipment to kind of get us at least started. All right. I don't love how far out I've moved Zuzana here, but we'll see. Oh, that dodge hurt. That dodge hurt a lot. Hold on. We can't get that guy, which is not great. We have another pretty juicy grape shot, but boy are we mortgaging the farm on mana at this point. Can I get a view around? They made line of sight more forgiving, so that's been quite a nice change. Are you out? You're out? All right. I can't. I don't think I can spend any more mana. I think we have to just kind of eat that we're gonna take some damage and hope that we don't lose this this structure. Yeah, we let the surround happen on Zuzana, which was definitely not great. Actually, I really need to make sure that... Wow, I really botched that right there. This game sometimes, I tell you what. I'm gonna do this to try and reduce panic, because I think I'm gonna have to have... Holy cow. Okay, this is... The dodges are real. Okay, so I get you out of the way. Then I have 2 shots to try and take this one out. And we didn't even get everybody from a panic perspective. That feels bad. And then this... We don't have any really advantageous shots, so what I'm going to do here is... Wow, we got kind of painted into a corner here. Like, I can move to here and sword charge to here. But that's spending a mana that we don't necessarily want to spend. Maybe we open ourselves up this way. Is this going to give us a better... That was kind of a weird one. And definitely hurt us from a mobility perspective. We could do this, but we only secure one kill. So I think we just dodge ourselves up. All right. Not much to do. If we're being honest, I want this stuff to get destroyed because it caused all kinds of line of sight issues for us previously. Okay, if I walk to here, I can get that. Does the momentum get the kill here? Okay, let's do that because it's just, we get that for one. Clean up those two. Clean up those two, and then momentum that. Honestly, the sword is doing huge work for us. Okay, why did I move there? I can use this to get across, assuming it hits. So if I move to here, I think I can get one shot off there and then clean up by coming back over this way. All right. The Adept's Tome is very strong, and unfortunately not super great for the early game. Like, we just kind of lack capacity. But we'll do that. And then, what are we leaving on the table? Okay, we can at least debuff these guys. But yeah, I think we're gonna get the perfect, and I'm gonna do something that's gonna look a little funny here. But I'm going to take a second to clear this garbage out. That's a good question. I don't actually have a great read on how many turns it usually is. But something around this. This doesn't feel particularly unreasonable. Now, have I put myself in a position where I can't? No, I think I can close out over here. But yeah, in my experience for this front side, we want to remove as many obstacles as we possibly can from the vision lines. Like, we can't get rid of this rock, but this little corner of stuff makes it really hard for ranged characters to be very effective. So I'm actually going to take a turn, let this guy free cast, and we'll kill him next time. So he gets rid of a little bit of it, and then who do I think struggled most? I think, honestly, Mateo got the least kills. So I'm going to have Zuzana come over here to get rid of the last of the line of sight impeding walls. And then I'll have Mateo get the kill. All right. But yeah, we spent mana that we don't have an easy way of getting back. Was I correct? Yeah, so Mateo lagged hard on that one. That kind of speaks to the Adept's Tome. And as a reminder, that was Mateo using Lightning Bolt more than his mana necessarily allowed. So that gives you a good feel. But we got S rank, which means we get the bonus item, which is the most important part of the first night. And now we need to absolutely get ourselves a second weapon on every one of our characters, even if it involves selling some of their other gear. We got pretty bad luck with trinkets also, so that's hurting us a bit right now. Let's see what we picked up here. A steel great axe. I mean, it's a very strong second weapon, gives us a lot of mobility. Wow. The power ring is really good. This power ring is very, very strong if we were to pick up a druid staff. Let's see what's on sale. You can cancel out of that, like, because it looks like we're not going to be picking up a druid staff here. We're probably going to buy the silver short bow. So if we buy the great axe. See, I really don't like what we rolled here from a caster perspective. Novice's Scepter and another Adept's Tome is rough. Even though this Adept's Tome with the propagation bounces is quite nice, I think it is worse than the one that... Okay, it's the same power level as the one that Mateo currently has. And propagation bounces is better. But I don't know if we can afford 37 gold for that. Because we have other stuff we need to get rolling. This is where I always struggle with figuring out how to do the economy thing here in the early game. I still haven't figured it out, but I think the steel great axe has to be. We have to call that good enough for our melee character. It's a good one. Resistance reduction is fine. The daily health regen is going to give us a little bit of goodness. This power ring, I think, is better, objectively, but we don't have any way to utilize it, so it'd be completely wasted for this next night. Are we investing in the future, though? Like, the other thing is poison isn't as strong on this map as it is on the other map, because you don't get as many clustered characters. So I think that's the play. We do that, which means our pistolier can have back the sword, or the shield. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, oh yeah, you were particularly bad on physical damage. So I was thinking about grabbing a sword for them, but I think the silver short bow is just going to have to be good enough. What are you looking at? Troll Blood Amulet, not that interesting. The other thing we could do is we could roll the shop once. It's 40 gold to roll the shop if we really feel like we whiffed hard. There's so many better things to spend the gold on. Yeah, I think we soldier through with this one. The Novice's Wand is pretty decent. So this will get us sorted, and then we can spend the rest of our money on our macro economy, which is what we really need to be focusing on right now, is getting workers built, etc. So I'm gonna tear down this house because I think it gives us the most space closest to the last spell to which one is that? Okay, it's this one here. I want to get 2 gold mines up and operational. One there and one there. That's most of our gold spent. We've used all our workers. I would have liked to have gotten a house, which costs us 45. I think we can probably find enough kind of like garbage armor slot pieces, maybe on our ranged character. Oh, yeah, our ranged character has all the good stuff, don't they? Poison damage isn't doing anything for us here. The worn pants we'll hang on to, but these two are pretty much, we really whiffed hard on our melee character. So we'll drop that there. These pants as well are better suited on our melee character. And then We'll do something like that, and then we need to figure out what we're going to sell. These sell for 6. We need more than 6. Also, this holy ring is pretty garbage. So we'll sell these 2. That gives us the 9 that we need. There we go. And then with that, we build ourselves a house. We'll kind of nestle it in here. And then with our last worker, since we haven't upgraded these, we don't get much out of them. I think we're better off just getting rid of one more of these. And we can't buy anything with the 11 gold, so I think we call it there. We put you on the corner, you up here, and you get to free cast here. And you have relatively good sight lines now because we took out the walls there. In terms of defenses, I think we just... It's either we hold or we put a trebuchet here. What does the wall situation look like? I think just to give us a little bit of support, since I generally think that the ballistas are the way to go. I'll just put one there, and we'll just have to defend it a little bit, because I'm not going to build walls around it at this stage in the game. Okay. Oh, I haven't done level ups. Those reminders are good sometimes. All right, this is our melee character. They're not currently very heavily momentum focused. So I think we roll this, take the crit, take the physical damage bump. I'll take the health regen just to get their armor up, because we're definitely going to take coagulation. So we take coagulation. They already have... We gave them something that gives them a 10% armor experience boost. So I think we can hold off on that for a second. And getting thrifty, I think, is going to help us with mobility issues. So I'll grab that. Next up is our ranged character. Yep, can't complain about a blue ranged bump. Their mana is so high already, but there aren't, like, the magic fuel, its magic damage is increased, which is not helpful for a ranged character. So getting max mana doesn't help much here. Gonna roll it once. We'll take the crit. The straight damage bump is good, and then crit power is good. Hey, Robbie, welcome to the stream. How's it going? And then over here, I think it's an easy... Here we go, Avid Learner, and then Thrifty's tempting again. It's that or Crit Master, but we're not benefiting that much from crits, so I'll grab that. And now for our mage. Our caster. Big magic damage bump is great. And then... I'll probably take the accuracy, but let's see. I'll just take the magic damage again here, I think. Ooh, I'll take the experience gain so we can skip Avid Learner. That's a nice big bump. And I'll take the damage. Glad to hear it. So we can skip Avid Learner now on this character, which means I'm going to go Crit Master, Thrifty. There we go. Okay, so are we in good shape? Questionable. We're definitely better off than we were last time. We should be able to use all of our action points. I'm going to keep the materials. But here we go into night 2.